In this video, I am exploring what I call the Integrated Human Operating System, or the system for short. In simple terms, the system is how a human stays functional in life. It is the combined way the body, nervous system, emotion, and cognition work together to keep things stable. It is how we adapt to stay okay, how we maintain continuity, how life stays manageable. It is not a belief system, a psychological theory, a spiritual construct, an external authority. It is simply how a human stays functional in their environment. The primary role of the integrated human operating system is to maintain stability, prevent disruption, preserve connection and safety, keep the person able to function. This matters because the system protects. To do that, it continuously senses internal and external input, evaluates risk, adapts behavior, prioritizes continuity over accuracy when needed. Most of this happens outside conscious choice. In everyday terms, the system includes the nervous system's safety and threat responses, habitual emotional regulation, learned behaviors of checking, explaining, and justifying, mental processes that anticipate outcomes. It is the part that avoids disruption, preserves relationships, prioritizes acceptance. These are not separate pieces. They function as one integrated unit. Now, the system is different from the original divine human template. Perception is native to the original divine human template. It is the entry point through which the template operates. It does not belong to the human operating system. The system can only allow it or suppress it. So perception can sometimes create friction. That friction might be social, emotional, relational, practical. When that happens, the system may determine that safety matters more than accuracy. Acceptance matters more than clarity. Managing matters more than sensing. This is not a flaw. This is not a defect. It is adaptive intelligence. When the system overrides perception, it does so to avoid conflict, reduce uncertainty, maintain roles or relationships, prevent destabilization. It is protecting stability until the conditions are right for perception to come back online and the original divine human template to lead. When the system overrides perception, it is not malfunctioning. It did not fail, it adapted. It did exactly what it was designed to do. No self-judgment is needed, no fixing is required. Because when something feels risky or destabilizing, the system prioritizes safety, stability, connection over accuracy or clarity. Again, this is not a mistake, it is intelligence. When I talk about the system overriding perception, I'm describing a protective response, not an error. Nothing is broken, nothing failed. Now, functionality is not the whole story for the system, for the human operating system. Now, as I said at the beginning, the system is about how a human stays functional. But functionality is only the entry point, not the full scope. More complete definition is this. The system is how a human maintains continuity of self across changing conditions. Functionality is what it preserves, continuity is why it exists. So beyond day-to-day functioning, the system also maintains identity coherence. It keeps a person recognizable to themselves over time, the same sense of me, familiar roles, a consistent narrative, stable expectations. This is why change can feel threatening, even when it is positive. It preserves relational positioning. It manages how you're seen, where you belong, what keeps connection intact. This includes subtle social and relational calibration, not just physical safety. Manages meaning, not just survival. The system protects what makes sense, what feels explainable, what fits existing frameworks. This is why direct perception can be overridden, even when there is no immediate danger. Regulates disruption to the whole. The system does not just ask, will I be safe? It also asks, will this destabilize my life? Will this undo something I depend upon? Will this break continuity? That's why perception can be suppressed, even in calm environments. The system is more than how a human stays functional. It's how a human maintains continuity of self, continuity of meaning, continuity of relationships across changing conditions. Nothing mystical added, nothing contradictory introduced. Just structure, doing its job, doing its role. And when the system no longer needs to continuously manage or protect, perception comes back online, allowing entry into the original divine human template.